Aron, welcome to the Stephen Knight Anniversary Show. Thanks for joining me. I know you've been on the show for quite some time, so I think it's exciting to finally kind of just speak to everyone involved with the show and see how things are going with them.
Oh yeah, man. I am an OG. Like I was first season, first episode, man. I've been here for 11 years.
Yeah.
Man,
Well,
gone fast. Gone by
yeah,
fast.
yeah, and it's crazy to think that too, right? I want to go back to the beginning. How did you meet Stephen, or how did you know Stephen?
Okay, so a long time ago, I wanted to be a songwriter. I thought that I was going to be this next big thing. I was going to win Grammys and Billboard Awards and American Music Awards, and so that was my thing. And so Stephen, a long time ago, was a singer. Well, he still is a singer, but we actually met through that. He was looking for a songwriter. I was a songwriter. I had some songs. He hit me up, and we just became friends
Okay.
through music initially.
Okay. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And so, he starts this show. How does he bring you in, or how did you get involved?
He reached out to me like, yo, I'm thinking about doing a talk show. Would you be in, interested in doing the sports? I know that you're like heavy on sports and everything, and it would be great if you could be a part of the team. And I said, sure, why not? It sounded fun.
Yeah.
I can, I'm just talking about something that I really like, so worked out well.
Yeah, that definitely did.
Yeah.
So you go and everyone's recording the first episode, and the first episode gets released. What are your thoughts? Do you think this is something I can keep doing? You think maybe this isn't something, or is this weird, or things like that?
I remember telling Stephen years ago that we need to do this on, like, this needs to be like a face-to-face, pretty much what we are doing now.
Hmm.
I mentioned that to Stephen years ago prior to this whole, Zoom and everything. I was like, there's got to be a way that we can be at least on Facebook doing this. And he was kind of like, whatever, dude. I was like, okay, well, whatever. It is the Stephen Knight show. It's it's not my show, but whatever. But yeah, that first season, man, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work, man. Like it was because it was, for me, it was something totally new. Like I did not see myself just calling into a number and just talking on the phone about sports and entertainment. I'm like, bro, like this, I didn't see it. I
Hmm.
didn't see it for me at first. Because at first I was thinking about like, Stephen, you might want to get somebody else. This might not be my thing. But he was like, no, it's you. You got this. Stick with it. And I did, and I've enjoyed every year of it. Like it's been great, and it's definitely grown. It has grown and grown and grown, and I'm glad to have been a part of that.
Yeah. So that's good to know. That is interesting because I think first time I heard about it, I'm like, online radio show. I was like, is that even a thing? Who's like, if it's not on the actual radio, who's doing this? Um,
Exactly. I was telling people that, and they were looking at me crazy, like, what? Like, it's radio? I'm like, but it's online? And I'm like, yeah, I got to send you the link. And they just couldn't connect it.
yeah,
It
and
seemed foreign. It was something foreign to a lot of people.
yeah, and I think especially now, before podcasts were known as a thing, you couldn't even
Hmm.
describe it as a podcast. You were just like, oh, you have to listen in live at
Yeah.
this time or
Yeah.
not, and
Yeah.
that's so it's definitely easier now, especially now that we have the video format and that we have the shows recorded. That if someone's like, "Oh, what is this?" you can just be like, "Well, it's like a podcast." Just listen to it whenever you can and watch the videos.
Right.
So you stayed with it after the first year. Stephen kind of committed you to stay on, which is always great. And over the past 10 years, you've gone and you're currently in law school, so you've had quite a busy schedule.
Okay, yeah. So let me explain this. So my first year of the Stephen Knight Show was also my first year of undergrad. So
Wow.
I have grown academically as the show has grown. So I graduated undergrad during the show. I got my first master's through this during the show. I got my second master's through the show, and now I'm finishing up law school with the show. So I've been here for a long time. I just say that.
Yeah, that's quite a change.
Yeah,
Now, just to take a quick sidebar, you've mentioned doing some songwriting and stuff like that. Is that still kind of a side passion or side hobby?
no,
Okay.
nah, I'm beyond that now. I haven't written a song, gosh, yeah, in years. It's been a long time. Would I be open to it? Possibly. Oh yeah. I mean, anything's possible. But is it something that I'm passionate about? No.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, you got a good law career ahead of you, so you don't
Yeah.
have to worry too much. Uh, so, the past 10 years has been a big change. I mean, there's so many things that are going on in sports, and we could talk about anything from, Patriots winning all the time to the Golden State Warriors becoming kind of this dominant force to, the Olympics, Michael Phelps winning, or Serena Williams continue dominating tennis. What has been your favorite moment, I guess, to talk about on the Stephen Knight Show in sports in the past 10 years?
Okay. I don't know if this is would be a favorite moment. I would think it's more of an infamous moment, and it was gosh, Super Bowl 51. If you remember Super Bowl 51.
Is this the Atlanta Super Bowl?
Yeah, yeah. The 28-3,
Yes.
the choke.
Yes. Oh, yeah. As an
Yeah,
Atlanta native, I'm well aware of that piece of history.
yeah. That was just, it was famous, infamous, crazy. Yeah. I'm still I'm not mad about that. I'm just still just wondering, how did you blow a 28-3 lead with 2 minutes left in the third quarter? Like you're 17 minutes away from winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You have this team, they are done, and you just play so passive. Like I but it's who the Falcons are. People, that's how the Falcons are. It's not going to change. It's not going to change. It's not. It's not. It's not.
So no
It's
hope for
not.
the
It's
Falcons.
just our culture. I mean, it's sad because the city of Atlanta deserves better. That city deserves so much better. So I don't think that a new coach is going to change it. I
Hmm.
don't think that a new offensive coordinator is going to change it. I don't think that a new GM is going to change it. I don't. And off the blank, brother, I feel for you, man. Like, he puts the money. Like, people can't say that he doesn't. He spends the money. He is a
Hmm.
cool guy. He's. I just feel bad. Like, he
Yeah. Yeah.
28-3.
Yeah.
28-3. Come on, man. It's
It's
crazy.
definitely one that will go down in history forever. Like
Yes,
there's
and then
no beating it.
I have one that's kind of an honorable mention,
Hmm.
and that will be Super Bowl 49.
Okay.
Do you
Is
remember what
this
teams?
is this
Come
the
on.
the Seahawks
And who?
and the Patriots?
The same again. Yeah.
Oh, yep, the interception. Oh, yeah, that blew
And
my mind too.
you make that awesome catch. You're down pretty much at the 1 yard line. You have your running back who's just ready. Just pound it to him. Just give it to him. Come on, Lynch. Marshawn Lynch he would have game over. And you throw it. You you throw it at the when you're right there at the end.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but I always think there's a little more to games like that, especially and the Atlanta game than we see. And I don't know, but it just seems a little too convenient.
and it's the Patriots. And I'm
Hmm.
I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but I kind of feel you though, Adam. Yeah, it's why is it like those games? Tom Brady, no disrespect to Tom, he is the GOAT with all that cool guy. But some of those wins, man, like the Falcons, the Seahawks game, it's almost like the league wanted to make up for when the Patriots lost to the Giants twice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like,
Yeah.
it's kind of,
There's always something, I think.
it's something. It's
Yeah.
something. But anyway, kudos to the Patriots.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, definitely. So, looks like we talked a little bit about football. What I guess out of the main sports, what's your favorite one to watch?
I would say, okay, pro would be the NFL.
Okay.
College is basketball.
Okay.
I enjoy college basketball. Like it's just fun. I love March Madness, the Final Four. Like I was so disappointed when they had to cancel March Madness last year due to COVID. Like I was
Yeah, I was just about to ask how has this has been a crazy past year, obviously, especially for sports, and it seems how's it affected you? Obviously, one of your favorite sports to watch has been canceled. So, what do you think for the upcoming year? I think it looks like things are trying to get back to normal. You think we'll get into a college basketball season?
I really don't think so. Not this year. It just doesn't feel right. Like and I think it's because of the lack of fans. Like college basketball needs fans in the seats. It needs that energy, and that's the same thing with the NFL. Like this season with the NFL has just it's just missing something. It's missing the fans. It's missing that energy. And this season, this year, I just don't see it. Hopefully in the fall, maybe fall of 2021, things can kind of get back to normal. But yeah, as of right now, sports just seems kind of almost like it's taking a back seat to what's really going on in the world. Like there's so much more that's bigger than sports that's going on. So it's like
yeah, no, that makes sense. And then sometimes you hop on Hot Topics, is that correct?
From time to time, yeah.
Okay. You have any kind of favorite moments of Hot Topics that you were involved with?
Man. I can't say.
No, I mean it's been a long 10 years, so
I'll have to go through the archives.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries. Well, Aron, I just want to finish up of kind of I think we'll be around for 10 more years. Do you have any kind of thoughts or, messages to Steven or hopes for the show for the next 10 years?
Yeah, I'm hoping that in 10 years time, we will be like the Breakfast Club. Like I kind of want to see us at that level. I would like for us to be able to actually do it at the same time, whereas as opposed to being, I guess, filmed here and filmed there. Like we can actually, we can all still be in our separate cities, but maybe like a Brady Bunch style or something where where we can all at least be talking to each other at the same time.
No, I think that would be awesome.
Something like that, or maybe even like a Zoom style or something where we're all doing it at the same time as again as opposed to doing it at separate times and it's taped and put together that way.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, and I think I also look forward to what the next 10 years holds for us on the show, and I think getting us, we mentioned a little off the air, kind of a all together at one moment, a reunion style thing. So, Steven, keep that in mind.
Yes.
But Aron, it was a pleasure talking to you, and good luck with your studies, and have a good day.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you, man.
Thanks.